At number 10, we begin in one of Norway's most picturesque coastal cities, Ålesund. Located along Norway's dramatic west coast, Ålesund is often called the gateway to the country's famous fjords and alpine mountains. What makes this city truly special is its architecture. After a devastating fire in 1904 destroyed much of the town, Ålesund was rebuilt in the elegant Jugendstil, or Art Nouveau, style. Today, its colorful buildings, decorative towers, and curved facades give the city a fairy-tale-like appearance unlike anywhere else in Norway. But Ålesund's beauty extends far beyond its streets. Surrounded by deep blue fjords and rugged mountains, the city offers breathtaking panoramic views at every turn. One of the best viewpoints can be found at Mount Axla, where visitors can overlook the entire city, its surrounding islands, and the endless Norwegian coastline. Whether you're exploring the harbor, walking through charming streets, or admiring the dramatic scenery, Ålesund feels peaceful, elegant, and unforgettable. It's not just a city. It's a perfect introduction to Norway's natural beauty. At number 9, we travel far above the Arctic Circle to one of the most magical destinations in Norway, Tromsø. Surrounded by snowy mountains and icy blue fjords, Tromsø is often called the gateway to the Arctic. Despite its remote northern location, the city is lively, modern, and full of culture. But what truly draws visitors here is the chance to witness one of Nature's greatest spectacles, the northern lights. During winter, the skies above Tromsø come alive with waves of green, purple, and blue light dancing across the darkness. Seeing the aurora borealis in person is an unforgettable experience, one that feels almost unreal. Beyond the northern lights, Tromsø offers plenty of adventure. Dog sledding, whale watching, and snow-covered landscapes create the perfect Arctic escape. And thanks to its vibrant cafes, nightlife, and cultural scene, the city feels warm and welcoming even in the coldest months. Tromsø is not just a destination. It's the Arctic at its most beautiful, from colorful coastal cities to frozen Arctic landscapes and dancing northern skies. Norway continues to reveal its incredible beauty. And coming up next, Viking history, giant mountains, and some of the wildest landscapes in Europe, from colorful coastal cities to frozen Arctic landscapes and dancing northern skies. We now explore the places where Norway's history and wild nature come together. At number 8, we arrive in one of Norway's oldest and most historic cities, Trondheim. Founded over 1,000 years ago during the Viking Age, Trondheim once served as the capital of Norway and remains one of the country's most culturally important destinations. Walking through the city feels timeless. Colorful wooden houses line the riverbanks, while cobblestone streets and historic buildings reflect centuries of Norwegian history. At the heart of Trondheim stands the magnificent Nidaros Cathedral, the largest medieval church in Scandinavia and one of the most iconic landmarks in the country. But Trondheim isn't just about the past. Thanks to its large university population, the city also has a youthful and creative atmosphere filled with music, art, and modern cafes. This balance between history and contemporary culture gives Trondheim a unique charm that feels both peaceful and vibrant. Whether you're exploring historic streets or enjoying the lively waterfront, Trondheim offers a perfect blend of old and new. At number 7, we step into the heart of Norway's mountain wilderness, Jotunheimen National Park. Known as the home of the giants, this breathtaking region is home to the highest mountains in northern Europe. Towering peaks, deep valleys, glaciers, and crystal-clear lakes create landscapes that feel truly epic. For outdoor lovers, Jotunheimen is paradise. The park offers endless hiking trails, scenic mountain routes, and opportunities for glacier walking and climbing. Some of Norway's most famous hikes can be found here, attracting adventurers from around the world. But even beyond the adventure, the scenery alone is unforgettable. Waterfalls cascade down rocky cliffs, snow-covered peaks rise above the clouds, and untouched wilderness stretches in every direction. Jotunheimen isn't just a national park. It's Norway at its wildest and most majestic. At number 6, we journey far into the Arctic wilderness, Svalbard. Located deep in the Arctic Ocean, this remote archipelago is one of the northernmost inhabited places on Earth. Svalbard is a land of extremes. Massive glaciers, frozen landscapes, and endless snowfields create an environment that feels almost untouched by humanity. Here, nature rules completely. In fact, polar bears outnumber people across the islands, making it one of the few places in the world where wildlife dominates the landscape. Visitors come to Svalbard to experience the Arctic in its purest form. Whether it's exploring ice caves, snowmobiling across frozen terrain, or witnessing the midnight sun during summer, every moment feels extraordinary. During winter, the polar night covers the islands in darkness, creating ideal conditions for viewing the northern lights. Svalbard is not just a destination. It's one of the last true frontiers of the natural world, from ancient Viking cities to giant mountain landscapes and frozen Arctic wilderness. Norway continues to amaze at every turn. And coming up next, modern cities, legendary fjords, and some of the most breathtaking islands on Earth, from ancient Viking cities to giant mountain landscapes and frozen Arctic wilderness. We now arrive at some of the most iconic destinations that define Norway itself. At number 5, we arrive in Norway's modern and stylish capital, Oslo. Sit between the Oslofjord and forest-covered hills, Oslo offers a perfect balance between urban life and nature. Unlike many major cities, Oslo feels open, calm, and incredibly green. Modern architecture defines much of the city's skyline, with landmarks like the Oslo Opera House and the Munch Museum showcasing Norway's contemporary design culture. But Oslo is not just about modernity. The city is also deeply connected to nature. In just a short time, visitors can move from busy streets and waterfront cafes to peaceful forests, hiking trails, and even skiing areas. This unique connection between city life and the outdoors is what makes Oslo so special. Whether you're exploring museums, sailing through the fjord, or relaxing by the waterfront, Oslo feels fresh, elegant, and full of life. It's not just a capital city. It's a lifestyle shaped by nature. At number 4, we explore the king of Norway's fjords, Sognefjord. Stretching over 200 kilometers inland, it is the longest and deepest fjord in the country. Towering cliffs rise dramatically from the water, while waterfalls cascade down into the deep blue fjord below. The scenery here feels almost unreal. One of the most famous branches of Sognefjord is Snefjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its narrow passages and breathtaking beauty. Cruising through the fjord is one of the best ways to experience its scale and tranquility. But adventure seekers will find plenty more to do. From hiking scenic mountain trails to riding the world-famous Flam Railway through waterfalls and valleys, Sognefjord offers unforgettable experiences at every turn. It's not just a fjord. It's the soul of Norway's natural beauty. At number 3, we arrive at one of the most breathtaking island chains in the world, the Lofoten Islands. Located far above the Arctic Circle, Lofoten is famous for its dramatic landscapes where sharp mountain peaks rise directly from the ocean. Teeny fishing villages with red wooden cabins sit along the coastline, creating postcard-perfect scenery everywhere you look. Despite its Arctic location, the islands enjoy a surprisingly mild climate thanks to the Gulf Stream. This allows visitors to experience both snowy winter landscapes and beautiful summer adventures. Lofoten is a paradise for photographers, hikers, kayakers, and anyone who loves nature. Whether you're watching the midnight sun during summer or the northern lights dancing above the mountains in winter, the islands feel magical in every season. Lofoten isn't just beautiful. It's one of the most unforgettable places on Earth, from modern Scandinavian cities to legendary fjords and Arctic islands. We've reached the final 2 destinations. And these places represent the very essence of Norway, from modern Scandinavian cities to legendary fjords and Arctic islands. We've reached the final 2 destinations. And these places represent the very essence of Norway. At number 2, we arrive in one of Norway's most charming and historic cities, Bergen. Known as the gateway to the fjords, Bergen has been an important coastal trading city since the Middle Ages. Its most iconic area is Bryggen Wharf, a colorful waterfront district filled with wooden buildings that date back centuries. Walking through these narrow alleyways feels like stepping into Norway's past. But Bergen is much more than a historic city. Surrounded by mountains and fjords, it also offers some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. One of the best experiences here is taking the Flybanen funicular up Mount Flyen, where breathtaking panoramic views overlook the city, harbor, and surrounding islands. The city's lively fish market, cozy cafes, and artistic atmosphere make Bergen feel warm and welcoming despite its often rainy weather. Whether you're exploring its historic waterfront or setting off on adventures into the fjords, Bergen is a destination full of charm and beauty. Taking the number 1 spot is one of the most spectacular natural wonders in all of Scandinavia, Heidangerfjord. With its deep blue waters, towering cliffs, and cascading waterfalls, Heidangerfjord is the very definition of Norway's breathtaking beauty. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this incredible fjord attracts visitors from around the world who come to witness its dramatic scenery. One of its most famous sights is the Seven Sisters Waterfall, a group of waterfalls plunging directly down the mountainside into the fjord below. Cruising through Heidangerfjord is an unforgettable experience. As the boat glides through the calm water, steep cliffs rise on both sides, creating a landscape so grand that it almost feels unreal. Adventure seekers can also explore scenic hiking trails, mountain viewpoints, and winding roads that reveal some of the most jaw-dropping views in Norway. Fjords is not just a destination. It's nature at its absolute finest, from Arctic islands and frozen wilderness to vibrant cities and legendary fjords. Norway is a country that feels truly magical. Every destination offers breathtaking scenery. Every journey feels like an adventure. And while we've explored some of the very best places in Norway, there are still countless wonders waiting to be discovered. So if this journey inspired you, don't just watch, go out and explore. And for more incredible travel videos from around the world, don't forget to subscribe to Traveloria.